Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Michael Abiodun, and on this channel we do talking therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, motivational interviewing, and considering my background in public health and behavioral change, I will be discussing public health issues and providing public health interventions that would help us deal with such issues right here on this channel. If this is something that interests you, please do well to subscribe to this channel, like, share, turn on the notification bell so you will be the very first person to get my video when I drop them. To those of you that have subscribed, I want to say a very big thank you, and I thank you very much for your support and for believing in this growing channel. Without wasting your time, let's dive into today's content. So in my previous videos, I spoke about addictive behaviors of children, when parents are not able to provide certain devices, how does this, affect their behavior? And not too long ago, I also dropped a video that looked at certain comments from children, talking about boredom, right? So this video today is doing a deep dive into a particular underlying, cause of certain behavior in our children, all right? So I will be discussing this health condition. And this health condition is actually a public health problem, and it is prevalent all over the world. The difference is, in certain part of the world, this public health issue, which is actually a disorder, is not given the right attention it deserves due to cultural beliefs, due to stigma and the likes. But in other areas of the world, in other parts of the world, just like, in the UK or in the US or in Canada, in developed countries, this particular disorder that I am about to share with you in today's video is actually given the right attention, all right? Because they have increased access to mental health services, all right? So this allows for regular discussions, providing support to people dealing with this disorder. So what is actually this disorder? This disorder is known as ADHD, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. Yes. This disorder is actually from birth, all right? So let me give you a bit of a background. Every human belongs to an umbrella, known as neurodiversity, all right? You could either be neurotypical or neurodiverse, all right? So for individuals who are neurotypical, the brain is kind of normal, while for individuals who are neurodiverse, the architecture and the chemical level of their brain is quite different, all right? So these individuals tend to have low dopamine level, low serotonin level, all right? And their architecture is quite different. So what does it mean? This means that such individuals have interest-based nervous system. Their nervous system is tied to their interest, all right? So certain individuals have certain behavior, and underlying cause of this behavior is actually linked to ADHD. So as parents, we must be careful, because it is either you are neurotypical or you are neurodiverse, all right? And more often than not, we've got a high number of undiagnosed ADHD all over the world, all right? Most parents don't know if their children have got ADHD, all right? Some adults listening to me now, watching this video, don't even know if they have ADHD, because in most cases, it is undiagnosed. And then it has a way of affecting our behavior. So this video today is trying to pass across a message to us parents, right? Because we are not sure if any of our children have ADHD. So what do we need to do? What do we have to do as a parent? We have to make sure that these children, all right, are surrounded by the right developmental choices and not addictive choices, all right? Because a child with an ADHD brain, all right, react quickly to stimulants, all right? They react quickly to activities that increases the dopamine level, because naturally the dopamine level is low. So whatever brings about an increase in that dopamine level or in the serotonin level is quickly, interesting to those children. They quickly go for it. They quickly grab it, all right? And then it becomes a problem if that stimulant is an addictive one. So we need to be careful as parents, all right? Having your child diagnosed is not easy, all right? Right here in the UK, there is a long waiting list for people waiting to be diagnosed to check if they have ADHD or not, all right? So being on that waiting list is quite a big deal. It's quite torturous, all right? So what we have to do now, rather than being on a waiting list, or rather than, throwing caution to the wind, it is important that we watch out for certain things that we expose these children to. Try as much as parents, all right, to expose your children, all right, to developmental choices, all right. Try to surround them with an environment that could support whatever neuro condition they might present with, all right. If that child is presenting with an ADHD, endeavor that you have an environment that supports an ADHD person, all right, by making sure that they are not exposed to addictive choices, but rather they are exposed to developmental choices, all right? Now, listen, there's nothing wrong with a child that's got ADHD, all right? Nothing wrong, absolutely, all right? Listen, people make more money from doing what interests them than doing their profession, if you know what I mean. A lot of people are doing well for themselves simply by focusing on the things that interest them. So ADHD is not a bad stuff. What is important is, as a parent, you do not allow such child to be exposed to an addictive choice. Rather, endeavor to get them exposed to developmental choices. Developmental choices that is going to embolden their interest, that is going to support their strength, that is going to support their values, right? Yes. So that is what I intend to share with you today, all right? The crux of the matter basically is ensure you surround your children with developmental choices and not addictive choices, because we do not know if they've got ADHD or not, and getting on the waiting list is not easy. All right, I hope this video has opened up your opinion about ADHD and understanding what to do if you eventually get a diagnosis that points out that any of your child or anybody around you has got ADHD. All right. If this video has made a bit of sense to you, please do well to subscribe to this channel, like, share, turn on the notification bell, do all the good stuff, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye-bye.